Oh, good, so I'm not too late. Yeah, I know, I should be better at this. I know. But I need to get some soda. And I've been feeling a little bit better here since last night. But, oh yeah, right. Twitch and Kick, hello everybody. Just to give you all a good view as to what's going on. We're doing more ESO! Yes, I know. Oh, shit. Yoken Bane. Oh, you whore of no virtue. Oh, that didn't quite work. Something will, though, I can guarantee that. Yeah. Perfect! This'll work. Probably not the safest way to do this, but... Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait. Or use this. At least until we can get this.
So much to do.
I hate when shit goes missing. Okay, that was weird. Oh, too big. We gotta fix that. Much better. Now I'm actually normal size. Where do you go? Walking down the street. Same fucking people we did last week. Yeah. That 70s show theme would be a lot better. That's what I need to know. If you do that one thing, it would be a whole lot better. Yes. Exactly what I did. Well,
My local! Get your goods here!
oh, no sooner than here. Get a spot. You.
Nobody cares at all.
This. There we go! We had more than we thought we did. Much fucking better. There we go. Now we can actually get to work.
If this isn't the dumbest strategy I ever heard, I don't know what is. I tell you, things grow darker here by the damn hour. Reachmen are right down there. Came in by boat, took the lighthouse, and now they're crawling up in the woods to assess our defenses. And our orders are to just sit here and watch.
Oh, really? Sadly, I think I got him in bankrupt. Oh, pity. I missed Mike, the liar.
Captain Huron's fought the bastard's leader before, Strasnock. He says we're outmatched and we have to just wait them out. I say the captain's a few links shy of a full chain.
Well, is there
If the
anything,
defense is weakened, we can't risk waiting.
is there anything I can do to help? Obviously, I'm not really attached to anything.
Absolutely. Captain's ordered us to hold back, but not you. And he did say we need more outside help. Morale's
There you
been
go.
in the dung heap since King Aemon died. If you can lop off this Strasnock's head, it'd be an inspiration to the men.
consider him
I
decapitated.
won't lie to you, friend. Things are grim. The king and his heirs are dead. Our forces decimated. Crows are everywhere. People have lost hope. Bring Strasnock's head to Captain Huron at the south gate. That'll be a big win for us.
Alright. Well, I'm guessing you don't think Captain Huron knows what he's doing.
I shouldn't talk bad about the captain. He's probably the right man for the job. He's a Nord, and he's fought the Reachmen before. With most of our officers dead, the Duke only had so many options, and we had to have someone new.
What happened to the old guard captain?
Sir Jarnet? Poor old sot. He was escorting Princess Alara when she got ambushed and killed. Jarnet would have been better off if he had died there too. I thought the Queen was going to have him executed. He got off lucky, really.
Oh, fun. Well, who's ruling the kingdom?
The king's brother, Duke Renchant. He's at least acting as regent right now. Should have been Queen Argella who took over, but she's not been herself. Understandable after losing her husband and her children, but the people miss her.
Understandable. People don't like the Duke, it seems.
I wouldn't say that. They just don't know him. Renchant's doing the best he can with what he's got. He's taking action. He's the one who put Captain Huron in charge of defenses. I'm trying not to hold that against him, though.
Okay, just one last question, though. What's with the murder?
Beats the oblivion out of me. Ever since King Aemon died, they've been showing up all over the city. With all their cackling, it's a damn plague.
In case you're wondering why I said what's with the murder, a murder is a group of crows. And thus endeth the educational portion of today's lesson. You cannot kill that which is already speeding away from you. Motherfucker.
Light it!
There we go, much better. Captain Huron.
So you're the one wreaking havoc down there among those hawkers. I've tangled with a Reachman or two in my day, and my helmet's off to anyone who charges into their ranks that way. Don't suppose you've come to enlist in the town guard, have you?
Not necessarily, but I do have a gift for you. One head of Strasnock called the lettuce.
You have old Strasnock's head? Shows bones. Somebody buy this crazy bastard a cup of mead. If you like to cut off Reachman heads, you've come to the right place, my friend. Have you met Duke Renchant? The Duke will want to meet you.
I suppose I can make the time, Captain.
Good. Take your time, though. Rest up. You've earned it. The Duke will know of your deed, and you can go see him in the castle when you're ready. He'll reward you well. Might even offer you my job. It's yours if you want it.
Well, thank you. I'll try my best not to take it from you, and I'll speak with you to keep. So...
This is absurd. I've committed no crime, and they're just gonna leave me here.
Alrighty then. We got ourselves
I would appreciate a word.
Larka, eh?
Pardon my intrusion, but I will speak to you on behalf of Queen Argella. I am her handmaiden. The Queen has heard of your recent accomplishments, and she asked me to make a private request on her behalf.
Okay. Well, I did hear that, but I thought that she had stood aside for Duke Renchant.
He is. The Queen stepped aside, but she remains the rightful ruler of the kingdom, and she still cares deeply for its people. Even now, in mourning, she attends to wounded soldiers and refugees in the chapel, but she has other concerns as well.
Oh, what about?
Quite frankly, she's concerned about the city's defenses. But of course, she cannot publicly question the Duke's policies. This is why we were hoping you could discreetly investigate to see if there's any merit to some of the rumors we've heard.
What do you want me to investigate?
Her Majesty would ask you to inspect the defenses at the East Gate and ask the former guard captain, Sir Jarnet, for his assessment of the Duke's strategy. If you are willing, the Queen also wishes to know why a refugee was put in the stocks.
Alright, I can handle that.
I know Her Majesty would appreciate if you gave these matters the highest priority. After you've completed your investigation, come speak to the Queen at the Chapel of St. Pellin. If there are problems, she should know as soon as possible.
Oh, where can I find Sir Jarnet?
Sadly, I expect you are most likely to find him in the tavern, drinking away his sorrows. After Princess Ilara was killed while under his protection, the Queen herself demanded he step down. He was crushed.
Then why consult with him now?
By no means does she wish to reinstate him, but Sir Jarnet was the captain of the guard here in Evermore for more than a decade. He was a longtime friend of King Aemond as well. The Queen simply wants to hear his assessment of the city's defenses.
Okay. But what do you expect me to find here?
If we knew that, we wouldn't have to ask for your assistance. The bottom line is that the Queen deferred to Duke Renchant because she believed he was better suited to defend the city. Now, she simply wants to make sure he's doing a good job.
I can understand, especially if day-to-day operations are struggling. I won't put that in there. Yeah.
Just vague rumors. Let's face it, our forces were devastated in the last battle with the Reachmen. With the city in such dire straits, the Queen is determined to avoid conflict. If we knew that...
Well, let's go ahead and get this show on the road. We'll have a... What was it?
You're welcome to Evermore, stranger.
Huh? Let's go ahead and have a chat with this guy here. Kimberson.
This is absurd. I've committed no crime, and they're just gonna leave me here. I would say to Rut, but I will never get that chance. I'll be speared through when the city is taken, and then these damn crows will eat my remains.
Why did they put you in stocks?
For speaking the truth, nothing more. The Imperial Army has just conquered the largest city in southern Bankarai. And mark my words, they will come here next.
They did? How the hell do you know this?
Because I have just come from Hollenstan. The Imperials infiltrated the city and seized it overnight. They enslaved half the population. They will do the same here. But when I suggested this to the guards, they locked me up.
Well, for those of you playing the home game, why would they lock you up for that?
They said I was spreading half-truths and paranoid delusions. They said the people here have had enough fear with the Reachmen and cannot afford to hear my ravings. Please, you must get me out of here.
I'll see what I can do.
Silenced. It is the
Please, at least make sure...
shackled.
Please.
Strange crow.
The north with fearful eyes, but it's from the south that the storm approaches.
Okay. I don't think I took any LSD. How are you speaking to me?
With an open mind, one hears truth, however dark it may be.
Are you trying to tell me something?
No! The telling has already been done. I am here to listen and to watch.
Who are you?
I'm a crow. What more do you need to know?
Well, I guess there's that then. And now we've investigated the stocks. We're gonna go ahead and head on over to the East Gate. Largely because it's close to one of the way shrines. The South Gate are far from impressive, but they're well organized as might be expected. There are a few suspicious looking crates. Examine. Stocked with fresh supplies, weapons, and armor, stamped as cargo from a ship called the Biose Queen. I'll report this.
Trinkets, but the boxes, great gifts often appear as a surprise, but sometimes the surprise should be spoiled.
Do you know something about
I
this?
know what I see, but it is not me who needs to know. I know this is a desperate city.
I'll take your words into consideration. So let's go ahead and head on over to the tavern. And party and bullshit and party and bullshit. So... Party and bullshit! Anchor's Point Inn Tavern.
Well?
Of course!
And sows the seeds of destruction.
The plain meld is nigh, the plain meld is nigh.
Our world will disappear.
Put some dancing for you.
The plain meld is nigh, the plain meld is nigh. Our doom is drawing near. Chains of darkness grip the land and draw.
Well, we've gotten that situated out of here. Let's talk to Jarnet.
Who are you? Can't you see I'm having a drink with my friend here? Might as well embrace the crows. They're here to stay. With 15 guards and a couple quivers of arrows? Not a chance. Everyone's dead. The king, the prince, the knights and soldiers. The job's almost done, just a few stragglers left.
Really?
You know who I'm talking about? Me and you, that's who.
You think the Duke is doing a good job?
Wrenchant? Sure. He's realistic, at least. He knows we can't last a day unless we get some help from the outside. Of course, the new guard captain, Huron, doesn't seem to want any help. The lout brushed off an offer from the Fighters Guild.
The fuck? He refused an offer from the guild to defend the city.
Sure enough, Huron said he's exploring other options. Don't know what those options are. Don't hear much down here, though. Say, why don't you ask the Crow? I swear the thing's talking. Probably knows more than we do.
Lord Electorel must have been one of the Montclairs. Why else would his father throw him in the stocks?
There's no knowledge in the tops of towers. Check the bottoms of bottles.
How did you get in here?
One can witness the view from on high, but one must come down below to see what hides in shadows.
And what hides in the shadows? Strange birds that like substance. Those of us playing the home game.
The light hides in shadows, but only there can it shed on secrets.
What secrets?
Secret hole is no.
Guess I'll have to wait. And now, we talk to Queen Argella. Heading over to St. Helens. And now, sweetness in
So much suffering. So much death. Like my husband and my children, this soldier gave her life forevermore. I wish I could offer her more comfort, but I can only pray with her to gods whose mercy I have come to doubt.
I am sorry for all the losses, Your Neige.
Many others are enduring similar losses. I deserve no more compassion than they do. In truth, knowing they share my grief has been a great consolation. You are not here for grieving, though. Is there some official business that demands my attention?
Oh, your handmaiden said I should report in what I have.
Oh, of course. Glarica told me. I hope you'll forgive her. Her intentions are good, but she misled you. That request was not on my behalf. She can't seem to accept my decision to step aside and let Duke Wrenchant handle all matters of state.
You don't want to know what I found, then?
I would, but at another time. I hope you understand. Losing my family. Thank you for respecting my wishes. Perhaps you can convince Glarica to do the same. She's already off again investigating some ship at the docks. These
Alright, I'll go ahead and speak to Duke. But I think this will probably not end well. Let's go ahead and report into the Duke Regent. And let him know all the bad news been going on. I don't envy this. Usually, speakers of bad news tend to have very short and grisly careers. But considering that the only alternative is invasion or worse, I'm thinking the Duke needs to take a good
That is indeed an immense relief, Yoren. Give us room to breathe. But it doesn't mean we can rest on our laurels.
I know. It's only one victory, Your Grace. But I hope it's a sign of more to come.
I do too, but that's going to require more work on both our parts. And there's nothing for it but to get it done. You're dismissed, Captain.
Let's talk to Duke Wrenchant.
Aha! You must be the hero whose bold deeds Captain Huron was just recounting. Retaking the lighthouse may seem trivial, but in times like these, it's huge. Say, you look like someone I've been hearing quite a bit about. May I ask your name?
Of course, Your Highness. My name is... It's her character name here. Yeah, I know. The character's name is Brozak Grover Kesh.
As I expected, your reputation precedes you. You've become something of a legend in the kingdoms of the Daggerfall Covenant. You're certainly welcome in Evermore. These are desperate times. Have you seen much of the city?
Yep, and I've learned a few things the Queen actually wanted me to pass on to you.
Indeed. Then by all means, tell me what you discovered.
Well, thing number one, the guards ended up putting a refugee in the stocks for talking about Imperials. This guy claims to have actually been coming in from Howland's Stand.
I opened our gates to the refugees, but there are limits, and that man was completely mad. Standing outside the castle, shouting that we were all going to die? The people of Evermore are terrified already. We can't afford such nonsense.
Well, I can agree, but you may want to ask him at least why. That's my point. Another thing, your buddy Huron over there turned out an offer for aid from the Fighters Guild.
Oh, yes, I'm well aware of this. It's unfortunate, but the terms the guild demanded were downright rapacious. Furthermore, the number of mercenaries they could actually muster was almost insignificant. It simply wasn't worth it.
Alright. Well, if you need me to talk to Maricata Swallow, let me know. Oh, and there's some crates with weapons and supplies at East Gate.
So you saw those? You are very perceptive. The truth is that we found an ally to help defend the city. I'm not quite ready to make this information public, though.
Well, these new allies seem to be involved with a particular Biolse Queen. Great to stand for that.
Yes, that is the ship that transported the supplies. There are more supplies being offloaded even now. Please, if you'll just be patient, I'll share all the details in due time. For now, you must stay away from that ship, though. It's off limits.
Alright, that's all I gotta report.
Listen, I can tell that you have an inquisitive nature, and I know your intentions are good, but I cannot risk revealing all my plans just yet. Suffice to say, I've found a way to protect the city from the Reachmen, and that is what matters.
You're not worried people are gonna question your plan?
I'm sure that you realize that with the Reachmen bearing down on us, I have a great many matters to attend to. I absolutely do not wish to be rude, but I must be going. Come back another time and I will endeavor to answer all your questions.
Well, I can't help the city unless you tell me what you're planning.
If you cannot be convinced to let this go, you must understand, desperate times call for desperate measures. If those Reachmen take this city, they are going to kill every man, woman, and child. Anything is better than that.
What's your alternative?
Hear me out. A few weeks ago, Imperial diplomats made an offer. They have a deal with the Reach. If we surrender the city to Imperial authority, the Reachmen cannot attack. Not only will we survive, but we'll also retain considerable autonomy.
And you think you can trust the Imperials?
We don't have a choice, and at this point, you don't either. Steps are being taken as we speak, and there's nothing you can do to stop us from moving forward. You don't even have any proof with which to raise an alarm.
I bet it's on that ship of yours, isn't it?
As I said before, the Biolse Queen is off limits to all but its crew and the city guard. You've given me no reason to trust you, so at this point, I think I'll say no more.
Alright then, keep your secrets. Suffice to say, if I find out you're acting shady though, Duke, I will have no choice but to cut off your dick and feed it to the goats. Well, if I can't find any goats, I'll make do. Maybe even fucking throw it to the slaughterfish for all I fucking care. But we're gonna go ahead and sneak about the Biolse Queen. Somebody about to get shady. And I'm about to fuck them up the goat's ass!
Hey, you! What are you doing slinking around my ship?
Funny boom!
Okay. Well, we can either sneak it from a crew member, or...
Can't see I'm busy.
Oh, I'm not taking the chance.
I don't remember inviting you aboard. No, you don't, and I don't mean to let you. Only crew and special guests down there. Anyone else goes down, they'll get cut.
Give me the key unless you want to taste your own blood.
Go ahead then, take it. Go down there and get yourself killed. It's no skin off my...
And that's what the... And lo, unto the bitches say... Give me your hat, or you will become a hat. Larika.
I think perhaps I had our assignments wrong. I should have checked the stocks and sent you to check the ship.
What happened?
I shouldn't have come here on my own, but I had a feeling the Duke was making bad decisions. Of course, calling this a bad decision would be an understatement. If we don't do something, he's going to hand the city over to Imperial control.
Agree. What's your next
Queen
step?
is going to have to take charge. If this doesn't knock her into her senses, I don't know what will.
Alright, here we go. Meet you outside. I'll go find some proof for the killing. Yank. Easiest way to do that is head straight into Sippus's orders. Captain Sippus! It is imperative that the capture of Evermore be conducted with great care. The Duke and his guards will help you unload your weapons and armor in sealed crates and place them at a strategic point in the city. Your men should then spread out within the city wearing plain clothes and recruit as many citizens as possible after the predetermined time. Okay, so your men should then spread out within the city wearing plain clothes and recruit as many citizens as possible. At the predetermined time, your men and their recruits should be at the weapons cache themselves and then take control of the city. Those who surrender should be spared. We can always use more slaves. Do not fail. Magus General Septima Tharn. I think I'm going to sword fuck her up or the JJ already.
I just missed it. The ship's captain left the ship and headed toward that alley to the south. She looked like she was in a hurry. What did you find, though?
Imperial spies.
Bastards! I knew that ship was carrying more than just supplies. We need to move fast. Can you follow the captain and find out what she's up to? I'll go and find Sir Jarnett and any other guards who remain loyal.
I'll be there as soon as possible.
Your cargo's unloaded, and I'm here for payment. I hope you don't come to regret this, Huron.
If I come to regret this, I'd probably be dead anyways.
Sure.
I don't expect you to understand, Captain. Here's your payment.
Thanks. When are you and your allies making your move? I want to make sure I'm long gone by then.
We're arming everyone up at the weapons cache in the South Alley in just a few hours. So I'd set sail right away. kind speed you, Captain.
Oh. Hell no.
What is to become of me?
Somehow I had a feeling I'd see you again. Tell me, has Glerica gotten herself into trouble this time? Or is it that the Duke didn't take kindly to you questioning his decisions?
Worse, the Duke is handing over the city to Imperial control.
Oh, come now, you can't expect me to believe that. Has Glerica resorted to trying to deceive me now? This is a jest, right?
These Imperial orders prove it.
What I'm reading. How could Wrenchen be such a fool? Has he given up on defending the kingdom and decided to accept the lesser of two evils? This is simply mad!
Well, I believe you, so... But for those of you who played the home game, so you didn't know anything about this.
Of course not. Though I can blame myself no less. I'm the one who trusted the fool. He's apparently just a damn coward.
We'll go ahead and do that, and then... that. I want to get rid of the jack, but...
I can't believe it. Of course not.
But there we go.
Imperials take Bankrai. It will be a fatal blow to the Covenant. Smart
Some
girl.
parts are
She always
charming.
has been. I suppose I should have listened to her. Gods, there goes that idea. You must root out these spies right away then. Do not use weapons though. After you've ensured the city is safe. No, he need...
Alright, so... Yeah, look for something completely different. Ah.
Friends, foes, and fools, hard to know how
What happened?
I was, and nothing more. Uella, they call me. Those
Mm-hmm.
from my Reachman temporary truce. Neither wants ever more Imperial. We work together, destroy the Imperials, then we are enemies again. I like it not my... You cannot strike down spies, but my...
Oh, wonderful. The Reachman apparently didn't take kindly to this particular screw over, so...
I promise you, the Empire has absolutely no connection to the worm cult whatsoever. Ah, another sharp-minded citizen. Do you also prefer not to be ravaged by Reachmen?
How do you plan to stop them?
Strength. That is the only thing that will stop the invaders. Where can we find a strong army? Why, the Imperials are only a few days' march to the south.
We can defend it just fine. Once one Imperial spy marked and dusted. Hope you're doing alright, Valor. By the way, I am actually trying to bust through this here.
Shara's shop to buy a bow and arrow.
Are you sure that's wise? There truly is a hex on this town. Give those crows a wide berth.
Even the Duke has acknowledged this is the best course of action.
Mm-hmm.
Here's someone who's seen a battle or two. You've read the writing on the wall, haven't you, my friend?
And what does this writing say?
Evermore is doomed without Imperial assistance. Help us. Help us take the city from the Covenant, and we will usher in a new day. A day of security and self-respect. A day of survival.
Not for you. Fly, my pretties, fly!
One thing is sure. If the Reachmen attack, they will spare no one.
Really?
Did you hear the voice of reason and come to listen more closely? The Reachmen are at the city's doorstep. Something must be done, must it not?
What do you think needs to be done?
Simple. Surrender the city to Imperial control. If the Imperials have Evermore, the Reachmen cannot attack. You will survive, and even better. Surrender now, and we promise you will remain free.
Sorry. Not bargaining for freedom, it's non-negotiable. Fly, my pretties, fly! And now let's go find the South Alley here. Come on, you.
I've got a lot to do.
Oh, the captain is dead. That's usually a bad one. Oh, wait. He's probably not dead. Captain Huron, it is imperative that we move forward and transition the city to Imperial control immediately. I regret to inform you that your hero from the lighthouse, Grover Kesh, there's our hero here, has been asking questions and regrettably does not seem to share our convictions. Though I would prefer to avoid shedding any blood in the transfer of power, I would urge you to attack quickly and decisively should your friend try to intervene. Remember that we do this to save the city. God be with you to Grinchage. Right, let's go ahead and face down Huron.
I liked you, friend. I did. I'm sorry it had to come to this.
I'm sorry too, because now I gotta rip off your nuts and force them down your throat. We'll get rid of those, and then now we can actually do this. And now time to confront Grinchage. And now we go after 3-6.
Can you believe this? The Duke's apparently run off to avoid facing me. After what he's done, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Tell me, though, is the city safe? Have the Imperial spies been dealt with?
Yep, spies are gone, city is safe, and Captain Huron is now Peckerhead. No, literally, I actually chopped off his head and stapled his pecker to it.
Excellent. Then dealing with the rat I let into the castle is all that remains, if we can just find whatever hole he's scurried into. No, but what about Sir Jarnet and Glerica? All three of you deserve a medal after this is done with.
They're dead.
No. Glerica. Yes, he's actually most likely to be down in Eamon's private rooms. Unworthy swine.
Thank you for the follow on kick, Sir Sephi. Hope you're having a good evening.
It might be better if you and I just deal with this quickly.
I am still working on the layout here for the kick follows, by the way. Of course, I'll accompany you, Your Majesty.
You bastard! I rue the day I gave you the throne. What you've done is nothing less than treason.
Welcome back, Argella. Good work. First, you ran this kingdom into the ground, then you dumped it into my lap. Now the two of you repay me by sabotaging my plans and destroying any hope we had of surviving the Reachman attack.
Oh, really? You think the Imperials were our only hope?
Of course they were. Have you seen the Reachman's numbers? You think you can take them all on yourself? You cut off one head, but there are thousands more, and they are barbarians. You've doomed the people of this city to a fate worse than death.
And do you know what the Imperials are planning?
Whatever it was, the alternative was death. Listen, there's nothing more to say. If you expect me to apologize and plead for mercy, you're out of luck. I was doing the right thing. Lock me up if you must, but I don't deserve death.
So... So we got an option. We can either lock his ass up, chop off his head, or leave it to Queen Argella. You know the old saying, "Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned"? You're about to see why in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Very well then. Argella, my fate is in your hands. You know I made the only rational choice.
I wouldn't call it rational, Renchant. I would call it cowardly. Aemond died defending this kingdom, and you'll die for betraying it.
In the nuts, folks!
Real work to do. Please, meet me outside.
Right in the nuts, folks. That is what we call how you handle treason. Stub his toe. Ah, that would be too easy. And
thank you for dealing with that situation. I know it wasn't pleasant, but life just isn't always a pleasant thing. Certainly not in my case. Nevertheless, we have responsibilities we cannot simply ignore. Glarica taught me that. And you, of course.
Oh, she'll be proud of you.
I know. I feel no matter what the future holds, Evermore is...
Is that the sound of battle I hear? The Imperials trick you. The sooner you...
Alright.
I hope you'll forget. So that's... I see. Once you get... Sure.
And now we got that done. We just gotta... We foiled the Imperial plot to take control of the city. I will, however, be taking a quick look at Cadwell's gold here quickly. And we are actually pretty close here. Go through Jackdaw Grove. Alrighty then.
Praise Vivek. You were there to stop Alexandra.
Where are those scouts?
Look here. If it isn't smart woman, I'm expecting you to come back here. She's
Really?
Well, I'll be an Argonian. No. But damn. That stupid Nord.
Technically, we shouldn't really be doing this, but we technically don't have to do this thing at all. In fact, theoretically, we can actually blast through this insanely quick. Let's see if this holds the aggravation to boot. Because our next quest is technically Heart of Evil. Where does Heart of Evil pick up at? Halcyon Lake. Siliceli Ruins. There we go. You should get up toward Trolls Toothpick. You're pretty close. And there we are. We've got a weird Frida here.
Keep your distance, outsider. You expect me to trust? Here she comes now. Rashawn, we have a volunteer to destroy Uella's totems.
Ooh, yay! We have a voluntold.
We aren't in the habit of trusting outsiders, but it won't be easy.
Alright, let's go. Burn totems. That. Let's do. Oh, fuck.
Scatter!
Oh, fuck you! You wanted to fucking play. But I'm sorry, I didn't come to play, I came to fucking slay, Queen. That took way too much time! Speak to the wearish.
She has to die.
Vandal! Destroying my art! You will regret playing with it!
You're gonna kill me. By killing me, bitch. You were helpful, but I think it's time for you to fucking die. Here's Rashawn.
I was wrong to be so hard. You did. The poor. As a matter of fact.
Let's talk to the girl's spirits. So, that takes care of number one.
A wolf tried to meet me once, you know.
I think I'm sure help find it.
We can dispense. Well, why?
And now we can make our way over to Uelazea.
This looks like the place. I guess you're the one who's going in. Here I was, just starting to. I don't think when I said her.
Alright, I'm ready when you are.
There. Back in the physical realm. Time to do this. Alright, the door should be open now. Go get me that heart.
Let's go ahead and rip Hagbrave and Urebella's heart out. Literally. Alright, let's go ahead and go upstairs and talk to the crow.
Freedom! Freedom at sweet relief! Yes, free!
What are you doing for that, man?
The Reachman... Actually...
Let's wait for the Weirs to begin this ritual.
Let us begin the ritual.
And now we seal this lady away.
Go ahead. Throw the heart into the circle.
And with that, it's gone here.
Who would have guessed it would be an out? I, for one, am
all
as
right.
grateful to you as...
All right. Grab those two, get rid of them.
Who would have guessed it would... I, for... Well, I expect...
Above, tossing the cove side power. This should get us to 3. And there's a skill point. Halcyon Lake Wasteland. So, to Eastern Evermore, because it's close enough that we can just ride our ass all the way over to the castle. In fact, just to make certain, I'm going to go ahead and pop back the bank ride.
Praise the Eight. I can't tell you how delighted I am to see you. First the Reachman advance stopped, then the crows flew away, and now you're back. I have a feeling you bring good tidings.
I do. That Hagrid and Uella is no mas.
Amazing. What seemed like a hopeless situation has turned around completely. Believe it or not, I have good tidings to share with you too. Imperial Magus General Septim Atharn is requesting a parley. I'm hoping it's to discuss a peace settlement.
I'm assuming you're... Well, for those of you playing the home game, are you certain it's not a trap?
No, I wouldn't put anything past the Imperials. I'm optimistic, but not naive. That's why I've been delaying the meeting. I want you there, just in case. We'll also have members of the Fighters and Mages Guilds on hand, if we need them.
Smart idea.
Now that you're here, we can get on with it. Gabrielle is joining us from the Mages Guild, and Darian from the Fighters Guild. I suppose you want to discuss strategy with them.
Yay! Darian!
Open the portal.
Good thing we're seeing our man-whore again. Where's the parley going to take place?
It's neutral territory, a remote valley in central Bankarai. Gabrielle and Darian have already scouted it out. They can tell you what they saw. When you're ready, Gabrielle is planning to open a portal to get us out.
You really think the Imperials want peace?
I think they expected to take Evermore through deception. We've prevented that. I'm sure they'd like to take the city by force, but as long as Bankarai Garrison is standing, that won't be happening. They may be ready to cut their losses.
Oh, why hire the guilds if you've got guards?
Under the terms of the parley, I agreed not to bring the Royal Guard. Septima's crazy if she thinks I'll meet her without an escort, though. She's bringing her magic, so I'm bringing mine. I'll have some steel on hand, too, for good measure.
Alrighty then. We will be taking a short break here, because I do need to take a quick stretch. But I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so, hopefully.
All hope seems lost.
You might want to take this opportunity to give a stretch yourselves. Neither blood clots nor Boralgia parasitica are fun to have as you get older.
Fate does not smile upon me. Whatever shall I do? Is there no hope? Things have never looked worse. Fate does not smile upon me. hope seems lost. Whatever shall I do?
I can't believe you broke the law.
Stir
Nice
the guard
try.
before they
Guard.
get away!
Excuse me?
Summon the guard.
Okay, I am back again. Sorry about the bit of a wait, but
You'll get a bounty for that.
For a beating hunt.
Is there no hope?
Grishnag.
Stendar, you'll pay for your crime!
Oh, you just killed a us.
No crime is...
So the Duke was fouling his nest right under my tusks. By Moloch, I knew something smelled rotten.
Seneschal Andrus.
Hail, traveler. Welcome to Ever. Yes, indeed. Every heart.
Love of Mara, did you really have to do that?
Gabrielle Benoit.
Surprised to see me? Sounds like I already missed some interesting experiences. A Hagraven controlling crows? I want to see that. This business has potential too. Of course, our part only comes into play if there's trouble. Let's hope there isn't.
What is our part in this?
We'll be in position above the Parley site. If the Imperials try anything, we'll make sure they regret it. The three of us can cast spells to rain down fire, ice, lightning. We have it all. You'll just need to tell us where to target our spells.
Do my
I
best.
hope so, because we're going to spread out and each cover a different area. If anyone comes, we'll call it out, but we'll wait for you to direct us.
Sounds like a good plan.
Whatever shall I do?
Check the Darien here.
Ha! I thought we were in for a bit of easy coin with this job until the Queen said you were coming along. Now I know to expect danger. Bring it on, though. If the plan goes awry, that just means we get extra hazard pay.
So what's exactly the plan?
For us, it's just sticking by the Queen. If the Magus General starts chanting, we go for the windpipe. If things really go to oblivion, we'll be shielding the Queen until Gabrielle can get us all out of there. I can tell you this much, with all due respect for the Royal Guard. Queen Argella could not be any safer than she will be under my protection. I look out for the ladies, you know. Queen's included.
How have you been, by the way?
I've seen some ups and downs, you know.
Alright, let's talk to
Whenever you're
Gabrielle.
ready to go to the Parley site, let me know and I'll open a portal. Excellent.
Let's do this.
I'm going to open one portal directly to the Parley site for the Queen and the Fighters Guild members, and another to take us above. Actually, I guess we should go first.
Alright.
Give me a moment here. It takes a lot of energy to open a portal over this distance. That should do it. Enter when ready. We'll be right behind you.
Alright. Let's jump in portal site. Into the Wabthar threshold.
Good. Looks like everyone ended up in the right place. Let's get to our positions. The Queen should be here any moment. I hope, at least.
Arian. I just get thought of that.
This. Where's the Magus General? It's not like a Tharn to be late.
Here they are, usually a bit on the punctual side.
Impatience is hardly the mark of a strong ruler, Your Majesty.
When you're queen, you're welcome to set a finer example, Magus General.
That's one honor I do not seek. What I do seek is the unconditional surrender of Evermore.
You came all this way just to make absurd demands? I'm surprised.
Hardly absurd, Argella. I tried the soft approach with the Duke, but you've spoiled that effort. I've come to make one final offer. Surrender, or you will die.
Your threats carry little weight, Septima. Bankerai Garrison still stands between us, and it does not fall easily. Or did you miss that in your history lessons?
Those who hide in the shadows of the past are crushed when its structures come tumbling down. Bankerai Garrison has already fallen. My legionnaires
Really
hold its
now?
battlements even now.
Is this another one of your lies? I don't care. It's clear you want a war, and if that's what you want, you can have it.
Oh dear.
What? She's not even here. It's an illusion.
Ha! Just remember, you struck first, Argella. 7th Legion, attack!
Ambush! Defend the Queen at all costs!
Fried fire salts. They're coming all right. Don't forget, we're looking to you to direct our spells. Don't worry about targeting over our allies.
Burn!
We won't fry the Queen.
Move!
Fan out!
Imperials coming from that door to the south.
Set it ablaze!
To the south. Let's get them.
Alrighty then, super focus face time! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Light it up! Move now!
Light it. They just keep coming. Another group from the south. Torch it! That can't be the last magicka is almost depleted. It's a break, though. It's going to take all I've got to open a portal back to the palace. Be ready.
Can't you cast any faster, Gabrielle? The Imperials can. More portals opening up.
Portal to Evermore. Go, Your Majesty. Go!
And now we can get to Evermore Castle. Yay.
I should be glad we got away, but I'm too angry to think. They've taken the garrison? The brutish swine. If there is one thing I do before I die, it's going to be spitting on the corpse of that cowardly wench Septima Tharn.
Oh, I'd be doing more than that. But were we the only ones to escape?
Were we? Where are Darian and Gabrielle? I thought they were coming right behind us.
Oh, they are.
That could have gone better.
I didn't think I had another portal in me. Glad I was wrong.
Well, at least some of us survived.
Yep. Some, unfortunately, being the operative word. 41.
It seems the crows have departed from Evermore, but the Black Cloud hasn't. With Bankerai Garrison taken, there's nothing I know you will. I'm counting on it. Without you... Fate does not...
Fortunately, you won't have to.
Emmerich, I mean, Your Majesty. Thank the gods.
Well, that is actually a good thing. We got ATM! In just a moment! Sadly, though, I must bring up Gilligan. Well, we need the rag picker's service.
Goods fresh off the junk.
Oh, hello. What those? We'll be grabbing some these things here. The negotiator! I had to laugh at that. Alright, anything without a thing there. Okay. Simple. Just a matter of going through all this. We're actually gonna drop those two. And that gets us a nice haul there. And in the meantime, we'll switch over to as is the merchant.
Between you and me, I'm in...
And
burden your...
So, in there.
Trade with Khajiit?
Dismiss. So, what's going on, Antien?
I've just been informed of what's happened at Bankorai Garrison. It seems my timing is impeccable as ever. So you're the one who's been helping my cousin Argella hold the kingdom together.
I just did with it. I'll have it for a good manage.
Of course. And now you'll have some help. I brought as many Lion Guard as I could muster. We were hoping to spill some Reachman blood for old time's sake, but the Imperials will suffice. Are you ready to retake the garrison then?
Si, senor! I'm yours to command!
Excellent. I'll organize our forces and Bankorai Pass within the hour. I've already...
Alright, let's go meet up with Scout Nadira. Vanguard. Queen Maria!
My heart goes out to Argella. I admire her strength in shouldering so much responsibility in the wake of so much tragedy. I look forward to seeing King Aemond and the children avenged.
I do too.
The people celebrate now that our absentee queen has retaken the throne.
Krishna.
So the Duke was fouling his nest, right?
Yeah.
I have seen you before.
Cannot wait to return.
What an interesting people just like kill for no reason. Weird, but okay. So, Royal Esquires versus the Lion Guard. Might as well. Okay, there's that, and it's one of the delve. Delve.
What do John and Jod send us now?
There we go. Now it actually saves me at least two of those things. Although now I got a dog on my ankles. Welcome to Martyr's Crossing. Featuring its Tesco. We're gonna go ahead and first things first, let's look over here by the pathway front.
All right, everyone. It's time to start making preparations.
I have been watching out for you.
Mm-hmm.
It must be quite an honor to have the High King awaiting your arrival.
How long
Not
has he been
terribly
waiting there?
long, but long enough that he has formulated a plan of attack.
Well then, let's go and hear it. Antiem! Antiem! What mysteries have you got for us today? Here at the garrison.
There you are. If you expected to find us scaling the walls already, I'm sorry to disappoint. Don't get me wrong. We considered taking a stab at it, but with our limited numbers, I don't really think that plays to our strengths.
What streets are you referring to?
Well, let's see. There's a sewer entrance here that the Imperials don't seem to know about. And then we have you, of course. I'm thinking to base our attack strategy around that. What do you say?
Alright, well, this is the first time I've been up through a shit pipe.
Yes. Sometimes victory means getting dirty, and that's quite literally true here.
Alright, I'll go in.
No. While you're slogging through sewage, we won't be napping out here. Unless the gods decide to strike me down before the battle starts. I've had enough standing around in throne rooms talking about fighting the Imperials. Of course, battle runs in our blood. You think our family rose to royal power by attending teas, playing games at court, and currying favor with the right nobles? No, this king and queen work. At its heart, it's a bloody business.
What's the plan once we're all up inside?
I haven't attempted that. I've looked at the garrison's layout and whatnot, and it'll really depend on what we find in there.
I'd fall first.
We're not even sure. More than 200 Knights of St. Helen were stationed here, but only a handful escaped. That old witch was undoubtedly the mastermind. And actually, yes, I met her once, back before the soul burst. I'm ashamed to admit I actually fancied the girl. She was as cold as a Nordic winter, of course. I wonder if she's still attractive, though.
So, yes. That actually helps. Okay, so turn left. And it's underway area. Estás carnicerita! Oh well. I'll eventually have a clip of this on Twitch here. So, yes! Well, that was bound to happen. Let's go ahead and deal with this bastard. You're dead.
Did you hear something?
Fuck it, we're just gonna pull all of them. And that is what we call efficiency. Oh, somebody's definitely still one. And that actually helps. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull all 4 of these. They hate art like multiple archers. They just basically just stand back like fucking pussies. I mean, at the very least, throw some fucking skin into the game. Even the skeevers can do that. The Garrison Gatehouse. Open Sesame!
Keep pushing! Drive the bastards back or put them down!
Ah, you're in fine form.
It feels. The rush of blood to the head, the sound and fury of battle. So what if I put on a few years? This is where I belong. I'm going to take back this garrison or die trying.
Well, we'll go ahead and stick with option 1 here. I'm with you on that. What do we do next?
I've captured a few keeps in my day, and I've learned the hard way. What holds the courtyard holds the keep. So I'm going to seal our... Yes, I'm not saying to slaughter a bunch. After we've got the courtyard under control, we'll meet you up there. Oh.
Let's assault those barracks, folks. Alright, folks, we got barracks to assault. That was a bit rounded up, but that'll be fine. Barracks dungeon.
Commander Attius is down the hall. He tortured us. He needs to pay.
One favor I ask. If you see Commander Attius, kill him.
Alright. Let's go ahead and throw a little bit of extra mustard on this there for you. Orders for Attius! I expect you to hold the garrison at all costs. You can and should leverage the captives as hostage if it comes to that. Should the unthinkable occur, instruct your men to fall back across the bridge to the crypts. I have given Downage Pappas instructions on how to summon the gifts left buried in the past so long ago. The garrison will not fall. Our lord will see to that. Glory to Mulak Bal, Septim of Thar, Negus General, Imperial 7th Legion. Looks like somebody is about to be sword fucked repeatedly. Backs no cap. Oh. Zooming outside, we're about to get a nasty surprise.
It's a damn good thing you came out. I was just about to charge in there and find you myself. If I had died, it would have been your fault. You don't want the death of a king on your head, do you?
Yeah, it's usually not a good thing.
Gods, I probably shouldn't jest like that. Not around Argella. Poor thing. There's no telling what these twisted Imperial bastards might have done with King Eamon's corpse.
Where exactly?
The royal crypt. All of Bankorai's rulers are buried there. To keep eternal
Where is
peace
it?
Across the bridge.
Alright, let's do this.
I'm badly hurt.
Alrighty then. Throw up another experience scroll. Throw up another. Oh, we'll leave the fortifying there. Let's eat some Jubilee cake. Get ourselves that XP boost. And now we make our way to the Royal Crypts. Crypts. There we go. Much better.
King's champion is coming, Magus General. Shall we make an example of this fool?
Spread out!
Yes. Dark Angel. Thank you for this honor, Magus General. Glory to the Empire.
Alright.
The garrison is ours. You imbeciles will soon witness the Empire's true strength.
Oh no, Battle Mage Pephead. I don't know why I did that, but...
Your covenants cannot escape my wrath. You will see soon enough.
Oh, wonderful! It turns out somebody else was playing the victim child. Seppi. Bitch! I hope you eat a dick.
When you went below into the crypts, this foul, icy fog rolled in. The earth shook. I'm afraid the giant Daedric anchors from the sky issue is more your speciality than my own. I'll let you lead on this one.
Well, that doesn't seem very kingly.
A wise leader knows how to delegate, my father used to say. He may have died in his cups, but the man knew his aphorisms. What could be more kingly?
Fine, we'll do it.
Your eye is mine, mortal. You cannot possibly protect it.
Oh, Molly B. I'm a bet.
Will soon be slaves in cold harbor.
I doubt it. I mean, your guy's name is Moab. Suck it, Molly. Suck it, Molly B. Suck it, Molly B. Suck it, Molly B. Suck it, Molly B.
This place in darkness and death. But the chains are broken. The garrison is ours. Mark my words. This victory will go down in the history books. This is the day the Empire began to crumble.
Oh.
Knights of St. Pellin, many of your brothers and sisters died here, but this was the purchase of their sacrifice. Be grateful
and be proud!
We have the
Argella.
bastards on the run now. Come, Argella. Come. Experience the joy of watching your enemies flee from battle.
Alrighty then. Welcome to South Bank Parade.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't think we could retake the garrison. Well, whether it's wise or
Alrighty
not.
then. Alright, well, let's go ahead.
We gave the Imperials a healthy kick in the buttocks, didn't we? I bet they... For one thing, I still haven't seen Septima. I just have to find out how the years have treated the old girl. One grain of sand at a time. Of course, you can go to Harlan's. It's a Queen.
All right.
Sweet Septima. I may have mentioned before, I actually met her when I was just coming of age, tagging along with my father to Cyrodiil. I took quite a fancy to her, but she mocked my advances most cruelly. My father was just a merchant lord from Cumberland, come to kiss the Emperor's ring. I didn't realize it, but I was hardly a match for a Tharn. I believe they were aiming to conquer all Bankarai.
Technically, we would need to go to Halland's Stand. I also probably might want to eventually avoid going anywhere near. I'm not dealing with these shits. Not at all. Do not have to, do not want to. You can't make me. My pleasure. Well, let's go ahead and turn to the right here. We're about to go through the Karoa ruins, which there's merchants here. All we just gotta do is take it appears. Sacred Springs. They look beautiful. We'll of course be making our way temporarily into Halland's Stand.
Well, well, a new arrival.
Oh, somebody. There we go. That's how you basically deal with bastards. Garden Hall and Grenade Pass. Oh. Death of morphotypical entities. By Dr. Redentius. In my seminal work, Chaotic Creatia, I described the means by which these creatures known to us as Daedra. Known as Daedra, manifest themselves upon the mortal plane. It is this mechanism that makes it impossible to ever truly kill a Daedra, because they simply return back to Detroit, to the plane of Detroit, and then project themselves back into the Mundus once again. The implication is that there are and always will be bonds between these planes and our own. This question, however, You kill a Daedra within the respective plane of oblivion, is it then they are truly annihilated? What about if the Daedra is slain while within one of the Adric planes of existence? I am fortunate enough to have had the privilege of engaging several Daedra on the subject, and I can assure you that they are not forthcoming on the topic. What I have been able to do, mostly by way of observing their reactions to my suggestions, is that Daedra do not often, nor do they appear to travel to planes of existence dominated by Adric influences. Realms such as the many varieties of Aetherius, Sovngarde being a prime example, do not appear suitable for the travel of Daedric creatures. I would hypothesize based on this information, from information gathered from other sources, that Adric planes do not share the same energetic tie with Adric planes as they share to one another and to the Moonless. It may be possible that Adric vestige spraying in the Adric plane cannot return to its home plane, and this is left dead or simply trapped for all eternity. This irony doesn't escape me that if this proves true, then a Daedra can only truly die after it enters the glorious. That's all free speculation, plus the kind of past argument. The state is it. Regarding the hall, we found it, the legendary Hall of Heroes. It took weeks for my scouts to report finding an ancient temple nearly buried in the mountains southeast of Hallenstand. It contains engagement mystics containing is the perfect place to remove the past that has been plugging our efforts against the Daggerfall Covenant. I'll be leaving in the morning for contingent of legionnaires, the scholars, and whatever archaeological skills we can find in the Scots' Forsaken City, where we can Lord Moloch, all Magus General September. Alright, when we pass, do not weep for your father, for he goes to join his father. Do not weep for your mother, for she goes to join her mother. Think only account of yourself, for you will go to join your father and your mother one day as they went to meet theirs. Well, for they truly one day come to join you. Pray for your children's children, for one day they will raise children of their own who will also come to join you. How proudly every day prefer knowledge in your heart that you will go home. Will walk through the hollow hills and find your eternal goodness the far shores. It has been the way, and will be this way for all God who walk into the watchful eye of Tuwaka. Alright, that should be roughly it. It looks like all my ass needs to do is to snag the Hallenstand Way Shrine and then GTFO. Okay, you definitely look like someplace I probably should not be anywhere near. Thank you. Ansi's birthday shrine.
Ha! Now, I almost feel sorry for him.
We at least know where we need to go. So... we'll actually pop back to Eastern Evermore. But like I said, I definitely want to wrap this with a sheer W here at the Helen Graveyard. Ah, suckers. Alright. Screw it, we're paying the 131 gold. And now we can safely...
Ah, King Emmerich said you hurry along.
There we go. Oh, heroes, eh? Let's find ATM.
I was wondering when you'd wander up. I knew you wouldn't let me get all the glory. Of course, I wouldn't have wanted to take any action until you were with us regardless, but I like to pretend. Anyhow, how in oblivion are
I'm
I
doing
feel
alright.
strong. Ha!
Let's do this then.
All right, everyone. This is it. No one is allowed to die until they've taken down at least a dozen enemies. Kill as many as you can. The only exception is the Major's General. She's mine, and mine alone.
Good speech, Emmerich. I can't believe you still fancy me after all these years. Let's get reacquainted then, shall we?
Overconfident as ever, I see. I'm not afraid of you, Septima.
To arms! Defend the king! You will not! I think we need to spend some alone time, Emmerich. Come, let's find a quiet place.
Oh.
Zet's tears! What has befallen? Who has slain everyone? Where's the king?
Well, the Imperial Magus General snatched him up and took the king hostage.
Merciful Mara, please say this isn't so. I knew the king should not have...
No, I mean, the encamp. You are a brave... None. The Hall of... The Keeper said it should belong to the gods themselves.
Alright, let's ride, bitches! On the spirits of Helshira, the most revered General Magus General Septima Tharn. I know this is Legion's first foray into all the heroes any rather unfortunately, but I'm pleased to report that your generous time spent in teaching me the ways of the occult has proven valuable for us both the Empire as a whole. After spending weeks poring over Metamarco's old notes, I have found the key to controlling the spirits of Helshira. Rules of reputation force the spirits to leave your soldiers alone. They'll leave you under the spirits subject to your command, as ever in all of your bravery and your rebellions, Magus Pentoskivia. Skid bullshit. Of course. to Centurion Bodanius. I read your reports on the difficulty you encountered discerning the secrets of the tombs in the interior area of the temple, and I am well aware of the number of soldiers who have been killed in the process. Nonetheless, you will not abandon the effort under any circumstances. Somewhere within these tombs is the mechanism by which we can unseal the doors to the chamber of passage. Until such time as these doors are unsealed, we will work day and night to attempt to find and activate this mechanism. By your own life, I suggest you found no further reports recommending otherwise. Well, everybody seems to be following Idiot Boy over there, so we'll go ahead and sneak around here. Ooh. Heavy set, clock barak to Nikto. On the chamber passage. Attention all members of the 7th Legion! Since we've reached the seals on the chamber passage, many of you have persisted on what I am doing within. Lest you entertain the idea of taking a peek. Let me see what will happen. The magical forces in this space will permit me to exercise a unique form of punishment. When I subject you to these forces, you will experience the rapid liquefaction of your skin and your internal organs. Your bones will then wither and crumble within minutes, and finally your soul will be subjected to re-experiencing this phenomenon for all eternity. Please consider this before interrupting my work. It's General Septima Thought. So basically, she's a bitch. Is what I'm hearing. Of course, I'm gonna deal with these two jagoffs. Get some gold. And now we enter the hall. BAM! I'm slick, folks.
Halls of the gods or halls of the dead? Which is it? Is there a difference?
Okay.
Look, another live one. Oh, sorry. I should speak more quietly. Don't me? I'm the keeper of the hall. Yes,
really?
Especially that cruel. She's in the chamber. Oh, that I hope. Do I? If we, it is not as far as.
Okay. Well, that worked.
I know you. Your spirit. But you belong in this place no more than the others. The invaders. Why do you come here?
You get the chamber of
places in this temple you do not belong. The invaders have...
Rick scrolls from the hall.
Bad luck, that is. To the side!
Oh no, 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 no. Oh, you fucking bitch. What do we do here for the trials and tribulation?
Scrolls speak of the principles. Look to the passing of time. Very well. You have my blessing. Now you must seek my son's spirit. Speak to Diva.
Ooh, they fucked them up. Oh, yes, they fucked them up. They fucked them up. Oh, yes, they fucked them up. Oh, here we are. I think I'm gonna have to actually kill you first. If only to give me a little bit of patience. And now let's talk to Divad.
I sense great determination in you, and you have already, an emperor. You'll turn and observe the moment of my mother.
Training to be a soldier should be. Please. That would be the closest. Boom.
That's what he said.
Thank you for honoring my mother's memory. You have my blessing. Now you must seek out Makela Leki.
And that's the third one here.
From the sides!
No!
It takes a brave soldier to enter the Chamber of Passage. And by seeking our blessing, you show that you deserve. The answer is the key to my blessing. You will find several impressive... You must think as swords... Very well, then. Well done. A true sword singer will select the training sword because it is the swordsman, not the sword, that matters. You understand true humility. You have my blessing.
Thank you. And that was actually pretty good and smart.
But that does not seem to stop me.
Oh, come on. Let me at least get over to these fuckers first.
Circle around.
Let's go ahead and rip some shit apart first. Reconstruct these.
There's really no such thing as...
Yeah, I'm not dealing with that again.
Something that no more. The real mystery is what you think.
Alright, let's go the hell in. Now it is time for us to walk in the car shows. And now we might as well just...
Look, Emmerich, your savior has arrived! Or is that your executioner?
Oh, fuck.
It's good that you're here, my friend. Though, I'm afraid I may be dying.
Hold on, we can get you
You're
healed.
a good friend, courageous and loyal, and all that. But you're a terrible liar. I just wish it wasn't that wench Septimer that killed me.
Your match? Oh, fuck.
I suppose I must say goodbye, my friend. I'll see you on the other side.
Like hell? Like hell, you were coming back here, bitch. You got a fucking covenant to fucking rule. And I'm certain that if I didn't bring you back, Maria will probably have me flayed alive. In strips before she stopped being pleasant. And of course I can't manage this, okay. Right. But that's alright.
You're here too. Can you get us back? It's quite pleasant here, but I'm not ready to die yet. We can't let them win.
Hush now, Emmerich. Your death matters little. There are other kings. It's this one I wanted. The one who's been holding the Covenant together at every turn.
Oh.
The vestige from Cold Harbor. Didn't think I knew, did you? I did, and I knew I couldn't kill you.
No, I figured Abby would have told you.
Though, you're severed from Cold Harbor, from your soul. Here you're stuck. Goodbye now.
Insolent necromancer! The far shores is no prison in which you can place your enemies. You dare to come here and then expect to live freely? I think not. You, though, are no less a fool. An honorable fool, but a fool nonetheless. Very well. I have an offer. Slay this wretched woman, and you and your liege can return to the Mundus.
I'll leave whenever I damn well please. But I'll enjoy teaching you both a lesson in power first.
Okay. Time for us to go sword fuck a bitch. Oh right, I forget. It's this shit. Alright. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh, please.
Well, that was demoralizing, wasn't it?
Your death matters little, Emmerich.
I can't believe she said that. I don't know, though. Is it true?
Of course not, Your Madge. Daggerfall Covenant actually needs you here.
That's a relief, I suppose. There's some part of me that wants to stay here, but I'd have regrets for all eternity, wouldn't I? Since I'm in the fortunate position of having a choice, I think I prefer you take me back.
Alright! Stop on board the magic swoop bus! Meantime, let's talk to the Keeper.
Were it truly your time, I might invite you to remain here in the far shores. You have earned the right to be here. It is not your time, though, so you must go. Take your leave.
Alright, let's go ahead and have you storm the me.
My cousin. My king. I'm sorry we failed you.
There I am. Still dead. So do I just climb back in? There. Easier than I thought. That knife wound still smarts, but it's good to be alive.
Alright.
That was an experience I won't be forgetting anytime soon. I'd say that you went beyond the call of duty, but I think you went even beyond that. Of course, Septima was actually after you, wasn't she?
Yep. Sadly, we're both lucky to have survived.
I suppose so. Furthermore, I'm grateful now that Septima never returned my affections. Mara's mercy, that woman did not age well. She's irrelevant now, though, thanks to you. I suspect, however, that we can't afford to rest on our laurels just yet.
Alright. And with that, I do believe, is our particular cue to get the fuck out. Here, those are a way to get the fuck out a little bit. Do that, and we'll go ahead, spend another bit of money, and head back to Harborford. Cause my ass is not calling my ass over far to away from it. So, that was Cadwell's Gold, folks, on ESO. I do hope you enjoyed that. Next week begins the DLC content, and oh boy, there is a lot before we can get our asses through to Necrom coming out in June. Let's go ahead and have a chat with the lady here.
Dear me, thrice the champion, is it? Bravo!
I've traveled the world, Caddy.
Not the whole world, never the whole world, but quite a bit, yes. Now I've got something for you for all your trouble. That's it then? Seen the world thrice over and none the worse for it, eh? You should be ready for anything, and believe you me, the Daedric princes never rest. They're always... Here.
There are a total of 9 Chronicles of the Champions. First 8 are on the desk here. Mm-hmm. 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 And we'll start with. And then there's number 2, Lyris of Skyrim. Great. Karn's back with us. The very, very big one here. Five. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. And trust me, always a good little bit of time, so we gotta pretty much figure out what we do next. Yes. Huh. Let me check the skills here. World. Kill. I don't think I've done any, Yeah, I don't believe I've done any of the, what you want to call it quests? The, quests over in Cyrodiil. I think we got about 18 minutes to kill. Mm-hmm. Alright. Incorrect slug. Okay, so we have done that. We really don't have anything to do here unless we really want to do anything with Cyrodiil, which, to be honest, I really don't have a desire to do something right now, but like I said, I don't think we've done any of the assault quest shit or anything like that, so it's just a matter of doing that. Then probably the next thing is maybe Racine. Shit. Fucking Arsenian. But I will say this. As an orc, this actually plays slightly to my advantage. But we'll talk to Stuga here later. Because I really don't want to talk to her. Alright. Because I'm thinking... Let's go ahead and jump in, folks. Blackreach. Okay.
moment, soldier. The Dominion needs you.
Artarian or Fingal? Well, let me go ahead and at least trigger the wish. Even if we can't transport in, it allows us to transport out.
Our conquest of the Imperial City is underway, soldier. Are you prepared to do your part for Queen and Kin?
How can I help?
Our sappers have established a fort.
Where is this base?
I'll mark it on your map. Report to General Nadras when you arrive.
I've got what you need.
I'm going to pass right now.
You look lost. Nothing too hard. You should still...
So... I actually really need to, because transit to Strand. Here we go. They allow you fast travel. Travel to Eastern Elsewhere. You can talk to the Grand Warlord to skip. Or we talk to, or we go to the siege range, which will be good. We're gonna go to the siege range. Talk to Zan at the siege range.
Very flammable materials here. Watch your tail.
Got a delivery for you.
Ah, good. Arcarin promised these yesterday. Siege weapons are fascinating, yes? There is much.
Can I use?
Of course, Walker.
Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Paramount.
Yes, what do you need? Each weapon? Ballistic? Catapults? No, you'll see when...
Anyhow.
This ram doesn't want to knock down... There's a vat. To knock down a castle door. Not right now, sorry.
Catapult, ballista, or trebuchet. There we go. We got the trebuchet, now we just need to find the simple damn catapult. That's a trebuchet, that's a ballista. There's the catapult! Now we talk to Zan. We have now passed Siege Warfare 101.
And order is good. You should also drive in.
Now let's throw a practice repair kit.
This ram doesn't want to move.
There we go, Terrelin.
Greetings, soldier. You are all at the Elder Scroll Temple of Nen.
And now let's go ahead and before we get to that particular Elder Scroll, we are going to go ahead and get the one here that is within sight of. All right today.
Greetings, soldier. Every member of the
All
scroll,
right.
the temples are holy books in. Greetings, soldier. Every member, the Grand War, the Elder Scroll, every Elder. The scrolls contain. The temples are holy places, created as housing.
You need to use door. Yes, I can see that. Yeah, I know. I can at least be a little bit less sardonic, but we're almost done here anyways, so almost being the word. Still gotta wrap up the reporting for duty.
Hold a moment, Walker. The Dominion needs you.
You are near the end of your training, soldier. We have yet defenders. We are the only...
Progress inquiries. Consider the time where Sacred News are on his progress, great trust in his. Alright, General Thora.
Sorry, soldier. Very busy here right
Grand
now.
Warlord's
Eh? Bounty information is vital to winning. General Ataba super...
General Ataba is right over there.
Maces, swords,
It is a fine day for war, yes? It is good that it is battle mission, warfront mission. The rest is business.
And there's Uncle Sheo, the nutcase himself. And now let us get out of this godforsaken place before we screw up. I'm preferring Skywatch because, what the hell, it's a nice place. Seriously, what is keeping you from doing a ad deal with the Red Diamond Tea Company? Make it applesauce. Right, we'll be doing a wonderful little trip to Rothgar, I believe, and Orsinium next time. So, for those of you who aren't watching this live, do take care of yourselves out there, folks. Remember, we're all in this together. Let's make it. Peace out, folks. Alright, so let's go ahead and for the Twitch viewers here. Sadly, I can't do a host yet for Kick because I still need a few more viewers yet. But those of you on Twitch, we're going to go ahead and do a quick little preview of the Arcanist class with ICIC here. Wonderful stream from Australia. Y'all will love her. We're going to go ahead, get that ready here. And for those of you on Kick, go ahead and paste her into the chat. I can't do a host anywhere. But that is where we'll be heading. Do take care of yourselves out there, folks. Catch me at Biafra Republic on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Kick, and all your major mainstream social media services, as well as the Fur.LGBT Master Instance. Until we see each other again, folks. See ya. See you in a scene. Tomorrow in Rocco.